good morning. I think Linda has covered most of my self-introduction. I really have many admin experiences, but now I'm just a full professor, okay, and finished my sabbatical leave, so I'm full of energy now, okay. And then my special title I really want to emphasize is like I'm the chairperson of Asian Coffee Certification, because when I enter the NCUT, we are applied English department, so all the colleagues wonder why NCUT needs teachers focused in language. So we try very hard to receive different kind of professional certificates to like improve ourselves, that we can also do it. So with the support of my previous president, we established Asian Coffee Certification System. And this year we open classes in Malaysia, so it's really a kind of achievement. And then I have another title. I'm the board member of TTRA APAC, this Travel and Tourism Research Association. So you may wonder why I am an English teacher, but I hold all these kind of professional titles. Because as I just said, after I enter this university, I want to make sure that I really understand their culture. So this is a Tourism and Travel Association. So I published several publications. This is related to English education, okay? So also this year, I also published something related to coffee tourism, only focused on coffee tourism, memorable tourism experiences, okay? And this year, I have two publications on Taiwan's journal. I think you know this. One is by National Taiwan Normal University, I think, English Teaching and Learning. And the other is by Zhengzhi University, this Taiwan Journal of TASO. These two papers are collect data from the training that I provide for elementary and I think it's only junior high school teachers in Nanzi, Taijidian, because of their arrival, that we have to kind of provide the training sections for the teachers. Still going on, and it's quite interesting. If you are interested, you can read it. This is published this year. Okay. And then today I will cover because our students, if the first year, right, freshmen, they are just coming from senior high and they receive the so-called E-Bar curriculum guidelines. So we have a little bit understanding of the concepts, and then the bilingual education. These 2 days until to 2030, the government policy. And I will share you some sample teaching or some teaching that I provide with the elementary school. It's interesting. You can have some, because I'm sharing my experience, but I believe you can get some ideas from these teaching samples. And then a little bit ChatGPT or MERV, a lot of AI. You can use any kind of AI related to your teaching, and your students can benefit from it. All of them are good things, okay? And they are so smart, you know. After I use it, I think that, oh, fortunately, I'm going to retire. Really, if you know how to use it wisely, okay? Okay, so have these questions in mind. Have you ever think about 108 curriculum guidelines, how they influence the students we are going to teach, because they are educated this way. Okay, what's your idea about bilingual education? How do you integrate it into your courses right now? Okay, you can think about it. I think in education, in teaching, there's really no correct answers. Okay, so nothing is wrong, nothing is definitely correct. Just think about the context and how your students can benefit from your teaching. And then finally, the difficulties in your daily teaching. So this is something that I will hope that I can give you some experiences. I won't go into details because I mainly want you to experience the teaching activities, but communication, interaction, emphasizing the integration of knowledge of life. Easy statements, right? But how? In our 2 hours per week classes, how we can ask them to communicate, they can interact, right? Okay, and then they expand the so-called STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, to STEAM. So the one more element is art. You heard a lot about 素养, literacy. What does this mean? In our university, includes culinary. Now they don't only cook. After they present the dishes, they have to tell them the ingredients are from where, what, and the way they cook, and then share the culture behind the dish. That's so-called literacy. Okay, so they have to have this in mind. Then they know how they going to cook. And the core so-called literacy. I leave this PPT with your center, so if you are interested, you can read more, but I just go through the idea. Self-directed learning, okay? Interactive communication, social participation. Okay, so remember these three, and then we will look at the bilingual education. You will see a lot of overlapping. So when we do research, sometimes we think, how can I come up with new ideas, research ideas? It almost have been done, right? But some people will say that, oh, but you can always put old wines in the new bottle, or new wine in the old bottle. It really depends how you play, can I say the game? I think so, because anyway, by the end of your research, you come up with the conclusion, implication, you are telling stories. So always something new. So bilingual education, again, learner-centered. Seem familiar, right? The previous one is self-directed learning, similar, right? Cross-language learning, a little bit about social participation, because you have to know the culture of different languages, okay? And then competitiveness. Why we hope the students can learn English? We hope they can be competitive in their future career. Right? English is kind of the media that they can gain a lot of knowledge. So can you see the overlapping of this? No matter how or what kind of policy for our language teaching, learning, I think this is all the key elements. Self-directed learning, cultural awareness, and then help students to be competitive. If we can make students aware of this, I think they are more willing to receive the way or the materials we are going to provide to them, right? So, in the end, reading comprehension, critical thinking. Okay, so I think we no matter what we teach, how we teach, in the end, we hope the students can have the reading ability, and then they can think critically. Too much information from the social media, right? From the computer, so they should be able to be a critical thinking person. Okay, so the problems, I don't think they will change in the coming decade or because they are always like this. Teachers' English proficiency, students' English proficiency, low learning motivation, because we can see that after students leave this campus, can they use English? In Taichung, where, right? Not many environment provide this so-called English-speaking environment. Wenzhou University used to have one policy that they cooperate with other, like the food courts or the shops around their campus. If my students go there, use English, give them some discount. They try to create the environment. So students won't think why I should learn English. It's only in class. But they try very hard to do this. Okay, so how we motivate students? Very difficult. Okay, so this is the same. Improve students, enhance teachers' professional ability. Okay, so no matter what kind of approach we adopt, I would like to kind of remind everybody of this Bloom's taxonomy, and you can see it's from 1956, so it's like about how many years ago? 60, 70 years ago, but still used now. The only change is that they changed noun to verb. Can you see the concept behind this change? Action, do something. Let students be the active learner, not the passive receiver. Okay, so when you design all kind of lesson plan, there are very useful verbs here for you, your references. If you teach them this more basic, lower level cognition activity, you use recall, define, students can define, students can duplicate, students can describe. Okay, and if like the higher level, they can apply what they learn. They use information in this situation to draw connection. you use different verbs. So I think this chart is very useful for teachers to design lesson plan and use verb, which means that students, after your teaching, they can do something. Okay? And then we start from the elementary one. This is from Spain. Actually, because I'm doing a teacher training for elementary and junior high, they focus on Clio. But to be honest, I still think Clio is very useful for our technical university in Taiwan because our students' language is not that good. You know the MOE's bilingual EMI project, the so-called English medium EMI courses is like 100% English. Can our students benefit from this teaching? I don't think so. Oh, why I speak so? I don't think so because they really lower achiever, to be honest, right? Why not we use something that they can really follow you? So Clio, they can allow teachers and students use their native language, and they also hope in the end students can improve both native and target language. So that's why I think this is still useful. Okay, if you are, and that's also under the umbrella of EMI. Or to be honest, Clio is the top. EMI just part of it. Okay, so a lot of debates about this if you are interested. So when we design who your students are, what you will teach, and this I have to spend 1 minute. A learner center is like not what teacher wants to teach, but we think about what students have to learn. You know what I mean? That's different because I teach what I want, but maybe this is not what students need. So you always think about, okay, what my student need. Because in hospitality industry, I told my student, don't make some career plan that the job position will vanish like 5 years ago, which means that if you are a freshman, when you graduate, you got a job, but 1 more year. Sorry, we have AI, you have to go. You see my points? You have to have your vision at least 10 or 20 years later. You will not be replaced by AI. Okay? So that's what I mean, what? So when we teach students not what we already know. We must learn ourselves, okay, in order to prepare our students for their career life, maybe for decades in their future. Okay, so always who fits into the what. Okay, I go quickly because, okay, so normally we will focus a little bit on vocabulary and also sentence patterns, okay, because that give them the framework, okay, and then communicative methodology, a lot of visuals and activities. So I will let you experience this, a little bit of activity that I designed for my students. Okay. Okay, for the elementary school, how to make the students stay in their seats. I think that's very challenging for me. You know, they are like out of control. Okay, so you have to like the room rule, behavior, clean up rules, and then how you evaluate them. So this is an art class. So the teachers make this very clear, right? These are the materials we are going to use. These are the vocabularies you are going to learn. So we are going to use this in our class. And please follow these art rules. Raise your hand to speak. Respect each other, right? Stay in your seat. Work quietly, and then remember to clean up. Okay, so they have visuals here, right? And very, very clear rules here. And then, again, hand out the paper, give me the eraser. Those are the sentences you may use. Okay, so students have the idea. And I always think that the elementary school, when they are younger, they will follow your English instruction more. Because many teachers told me that we use clear, then the students say, what's wrong with you, teacher? Why you start to speak English? You know, why? In the past, you always speak Chinese, so you have to insist and then say, because we want to try something new, because when you learn English in the future, you can communicate, give them a lot of reasons, but just insist that, bit by bit, okay, increase the use of English. Okay, so this is the lesson, my favorite object from my bedroom, okay, so using appropriate language, we hope students can use this. Okay, so students bring one item. It's not clear, but they bring one item to the classroom, right? And then this, just now we have the vocabulary, and now is the sentence pattern. Okay, and then they draw this. Remember this in the Spanish classroom, so students speak Spanish. So English is their like target language. So they presented, I like this, my favorite object is my fish, right? And then the other sentence. And at this point, student do the presentation, teacher also do the evaluation, right? Because you can see he really can understand your instruction and present his favorite object. Okay, so that's the elementary school. But remember the point that you can use a lot of visual, and you can start from simple vocabulary, classroom English. Do you know that there's a classroom English? I can give you the link because I don't remember. It's from Taishida or the MOE. They have the topic Taishida, right? They have all the. So you start from classroom English is good enough. The teacher's very smart. They teach the PE class. They say, my principal said that I join your training, and the only expectation is that I use 5 minutes English. So I plan to do this, Professor. So when the class starts, I will call your name. Number 1, raise your hand. Number 2, raise your hand. And there are 30 students. After this, I have 5 minutes English. Okay, very good. Yeah, you fulfill your president's expectation. So I suggested, okay, do it every week. But next time, you say number 1, raise your hand. And number 1 say, number 2, please raise your hand. You see mine. And then number 2 say, number 3, please. So gradually, it's not you speak English, your student speak English. You know, teachers are really smart, right? Yes, but I think that's a very good starting, right? You are willing to participate, and then you will be forced to come up with more brilliant ideas. And then we have some kind of workshop like this. Everybody shares, so you can from one idea to many ideas, right? Okay. And remember we say that, right? To step on the giant's shoulder. You don't start from the ground. You learn from others, and then you make better use of the ideas. Okay. Oh, service management. So you have your handouts, right? Not yet. Before this, I want to think. Not yet. Linda, tell me, what's your favorite trip? The best travel experiences recent?
I think it's to Japan.
And why you think it's good?
I went to Japan to attend the conference, and then in this conference, I learned a lot of experiences from other experts from different countries, and they talk about how to use the technology to enhance the students' language learning. Yeah.
A very pleasant travel experience.
Okay, well, I remember I went to Thailand. Okay, we went to Thailand, Chiang Mai, and with 12 students, and we went there for international volunteers, and so we served 2 elementary school students, and we arranged a lot of courses, curriculum, activities, and we got very good response from the students. And so we make some video also and impress our president and vice presidents very well.
You know why I laugh? Because they don't enjoy their travel. They are working. They are very good. Doesn't mean. Sorry, because I suddenly nothing heard about enjoying the travel. They still learn learn a lot from the workshop. They serve students very well. Okay, so how poor we are, right? As a teacher, we should enjoy our life. Okay, so think about the airline. Let me have a very brief survey. When you are going to travel, which airline you will choose? If it's like you have no budget limit. China Airline, EVA Airline, 我们还有什么星宇 Starlux. This is also domestic. And how about Cathay, Singapore, Thai Airline? Yeah. Oh, Emirates. Emirates. Which one you would prefer? Okay, if they say let's go to North Europe, which one you would like to take? Emirates, why?
For me, I think the brand called Emirates is very luxury.
Brand, yes.
So, and as for security, I believe they have a good security for our life.
The brand, the security.
And the service quality, I believe, is very good.
Yeah, in terms of
the price.
the price. You pay, right? You pay and then you get a service. Okay, so when we talk about service package, how you describe the service you receive. Okay, so there's a theory, but before that, I think that we can watch this video and then I will give you another handout. Okay, so let's. Play it. YouTube. Okay. Oh,
We search for what's special, for what lifts an experience to another level, and that unspoken feeling doesn't happen by chance. So no matter what changes, this commitment holds true. We'll find what truly matters to make you feel at home.
would you like to take Singapore Airlines after watching this commercial? Why I choose this? Because I think that they don't just describe the company, they make you feel, right? And then what they say, so I mean, traveling or service is really hard to describe. This the video I stopped it, and then we check the words they say in this. Search what's special, right? It must be special.
For what lifts an experience to another level.
Yeah, to lift an experiences to another level.
And that unspoken feeling doesn't happen by chance.
And the unspoken feeling doesn't happen by chance because everything is planned, right? Or prepared.
So no matter what changes, this commitment holds true.
Okay, no matter what changes, this commitment holds true.
We'll find what truly matters to make you feel at home.
We will find what truly matters to make you feel like home, right? So like airplane, hotel is like a home away from home. So they kind of promise, we promise you, we will make you feel like home and then lift any experiences to another level. Okay, so how? So can I have, so it looks like everyone has your partner, right? So please, each pair, one have the sheet A and the other have B. So we work on this. You have to help each other to find the 5 elements of service management, the definition. Here, so everyone gets A, B, A, B. You and the and your partner has different information, you help each other to find a definition. Okay? So one get A, one get B.
Okay, well, it's different. Okay. Well, number one's a supporting facility. What does yours say? Yeah.
Okay, so don't look at each other. Help each other. Really out loud. So A, you have to find a definition for facilitating goods and explicit service. For B, you have to find a definition for supporting facilities and implicit service. Don't look at each other. Just read out loud and tell the other, your partner, the definition. Okay? So you help each other. Yeah, because okay, let me explain it again. In sheet A, you only have the definition of 1, 3, and 5. So you have to fill the definition of 2 and 4 from the partner because your partner has the information. So this is like a gap, information gap. Okay, but don't look at each other. You read and then you take notes. You're students now. I'm sorry. You're my students. Please follow me. Okay, help each other.
No. It's 2 people in a pair. So one is A, the other one is B.
Why don't you start with number one and see if you have the answer? Yeah, you have that. Yeah, so you can just read that. So number 2. So I will read number 2. Facilitating goods. The material purchased consumed by the buyer or the item provided by the customer. Examples are goalposts, CDs, food items, replacement auto parts, legal documents, and medical supplies. So, materials purchased. Yeah, number 3. Oh, we all have number 3. Yeah. What's missing? We're missing number 5. Oh, you can read number 4. Oh, well, simplify it, it's observable benefits. You leave it that way. Observable benefits. Benefits you can see.
You are automobile, and then it's so smooth, so you control the response of the fire department.
1 more minute.
So you think, okay, the service is good. The response time.
I'm guessing number 5.
对，老师我给你，等一下要领便当，领便当的时候再帮你签。中午我帮你订便当，这样对，你等一下再帮，等一下领便当，11点半会来。
Okay, time stop.
对，我等一下一起给你。
Very complete form of the 5 elements, the definition. Okay, so now you should have a full list of 5 service package. There are 5 elements, and then this is called information gap. Okay, originally when I teach this class, I ask students, okay, please have the handout, and then please read, and then I explain, but they fell asleep. But as my student just now, you can hear that people are like giving each other the definition. Of course, students are smart. Again, some people just show them. Quickly, she's in the back. This like this, but it's okay because as you can see, most of the students, at least, they try to speak it out loud and read it out loud, and I think that's better than what I just guide them to read. Okay, so I have this information gap, and then when we talk about service package, mostly you can start from supporting facilities. Okay, here. For example, if you want to start a hospital, you have to build the buildings first, right? So that's called supporting facilities. Okay, and then you have different programs, right? That's so-called facilitating goods. Students sometimes get confused about this too. So we just say it like hardware, software. Okay, you have to have the hardware ready, and then you have the software, and then you can start. And then information here, like you have the patient's medical records, right? Or in terms of like seats available now. Now you can do the online booking very easily, right? In the past, we have to ask for the travel agency to do everything for us, and nothing is clear. You don't know how many seats left. They may give you a very expensive one, but now you can do it by yourself. So this is so-called information provided. Then these two sometimes also confused because some people think it is implicit, some people think it's explicit. Okay, so basic, what you can see is more explicit. Something you can feel is more implicit. Okay, so I don't know because we just passed a lot of medical center, 中国医药学院, right? Or from the high-speed railroad, 中山. Okay, 中山医药大学, 中国医药大学. Should I ask this? Which one you prefer? If you have to go to the hospital, which one? 中国 or 中山 or none? Okay, give me one. Okay, we have 中国. You think it's better? Zhongshan is better. Okay, good for those who didn't raise your hand because you don't need hospital. That's good. Yeah. But if you need to see the brand, the reputation they have, you will put it in explicit because you cannot see explicit or implicit. The reputation of the hospital, the reputation of the university. Implicit or explicit? Implicit, because there's nothing you can see, but you really feel, and it counts a lot in your mind, right? Okay. I have a lot of doctors. I say I want to be friends with you, but I hope I see you when we are having meals, not in the hospital. It's really terrible, right? It's our age. Okay, so now you have better idea, right? When we talk about the service we receive, you can cover this from hardware, software, and then the information they provide you, and then this explicit and implicit service. Okay, so now please read the paragraph on the second page. On your handout, the other handout, the second page, the top paragraph. Yes, the second page. Please read it. There's the text about budget hotel. Second page, first paragraph. Please read it. I'll give you 3 minutes. Please skim through. Okay. Okay, if you finish, maybe you can try to fill the answers. Yeah, on page 3, right? Oh, I don't have the page number. Yeah, the next page. There's a service package. Oh, well, I have answer for you. Okay, so then let me show my answer first before we move on to the next. Okay, so budget hotel. This text give you very clear description, right? But without any visual. So what I give my student is, okay, supporting facilities, concrete block building. Please help me, is IBIS or IBIS? IBIS, how should I pronounce it? Hotel. See? IBIS. Really, I heard too, because my friends stay in this hotel in Thailand. I always say IBIS, they say, no, I stay in IBIS, and then it's the same one. Okay, so this is the concrete building, right? How much do you think you are willing to pay for a room, a night, in this budget hotel? 2,000, 3,000, 2,000, around 2,000, okay? And then, facilitating goods. Look like this, right? You have the soap, you have the towel, you have the tissue paper. The information, okay, this is really a budget hotel near my campus. They really have this address, how you can reserve a room. That's all. Yeah, so that's the information you can get. And then they give you a comfort bed, right? Very clean. And then the desk clerk, like this, friendly. This is from the textbook, a well-lighted parking lot. Okay, so this is the whole service you can receive from a budget hotel. Now, if you have unlimited budget, let's say how much is enough? Let's take Emirates, then to Dubai. Okay, to Dubai. So please work on yourself, maybe for 3 minutes on the worksheet there, the luxury hotel. What you expect from these 5 elements for a luxury hotel. Then you work individually. Then we can compare the answers. You can take another one. You can take Cathay Airline. You can take other airline to other countries. Okay. Just think of the luxury service you would like to receive for your next travel. Yes. Please write down according to your understanding of these 5 elements. If you finish your own imaginations, we can make it come true in January or February, right? During our winter vacation. Yeah. So please share your luxury hotel stay experiences with your partner. Okay? Can we share? Because we have enough money. Remember, after this class, we go to buy some luxury. That's my dream. Really, I buy it every week, and not every week, not this frequently. Maybe every month. Yes. Okay. So please share your answer with your partner. Then I will share with you which hotel you want to stay, and then you can describe all the other elements. Don't worry, in an EMI class, students are allowed to discuss in Chinese. No problem. So we can discuss our answers with your partner. For your next travel, Yeah, a luxury hotel that you would like to stay.
Well, I would expect very nice architecture for a luxury hotel and a restaurant. And I think a luxury hotel with that shampoo and maybe stickers. And information about the shuttle bus, maybe by attraction, something like that. Oh yeah.
Okay, so may I have your attention, please? Yeah, so I think you enjoyed the discussion, but I would like to invite our foreign teacher here. If in your class you have a foreign teacher, they are really good helper. Can you share with us the discussion of your group?
Okay, so my partner, Michael, he talked about his idea of a luxury hotel was a high-rise of many floors, had a pool, had a business desk in the room. So these were the kind of the expectations of what you have as a supporting facility. In terms of things you find in the room, you have like luxury brands like towels, soaps, all of the best brands. In terms of information, things like a website. There's a website you go to get all the best information. You can pick and choose your room. In terms of explicit services, we talked about the doorman, okay? Smiling people as the implicit service. So things like that, and I talked about things like you'd have a pool, you'd have a gym. Yeah. You have this expectation, like a business center in the hotel.
You work too hard.
In terms of information, the hotel would know who you are. They would know if you'd been to the hotel before. They would call you by your name. You have this expectation of service.
I have a lot to share about all these, but maybe I just choose some pool gym, right? My luxury hotel. Let me show you. I don't want concrete building, high level, right? Many floor. Let me see. Oh, that's the activity. Okay. See, you have pool. Abu Dhabi, I remember this hotel in Abu Dhabi, not Dubai. You have outdoor pool, you have indoor pool, you have your private pool in your room, okay? And then see the room, and sometimes they have rose petal here, right? But they have the hot water here, so you got everything here, and the amenities. Some people say that you can take away. So nowadays they fix the lotion and fix the shower because, yeah. So see. But for really luxury brand, they do give you this opportunity to take away, because when you return home, every time you use even a lotion, you feel the fragrance, you feel like going there again. You know Shangri-La, I'm not sure I pronounce this correctly, Shangri-La Hotel, they have the consistent fragrance all over the world, white tea. So when you enter the hotel, you feel like home because there's something you are so familiar with. Yeah, so that's always something they do the branding. And they talk about how the doorman greet you, right? You know our students have their internship in the 5-star hotel. The doorman got the most tips. And then W Hotel is very special. They don't wear name tag. Their expectation for their employees that you have to make the customers know you by your name, by your own way. They remember you because they not read your name tag. And there's I think there's the few hotel you can dye your hair. You don't really to wear the uniform. Okay, so very special. You can experience the hotel day off. So next one is their website. Their website, see, so different. You have the overview. Rooms, you can see different type of rooms, dining. Yeah, I always go, there's the U-Bar, everything there is W, something like U-Bar, word. Anyway, they are very creative. And the local area, when you click it, you can see, okay, if I want to have a half day travel, what programs are available. So you can get almost everything from this website. And then explicit, this is really the feeling, right? You can have your breakfast here in your bed. They will serve you, okay? Yeah, see? And then a welcome drink like this. Okay, I show my picture. In the lobby, you walk elegantly. Trust me. It's really, you feel, wow, and then you walk very like an elegant lady. That's really how I feel. Oh, I didn't put, sorry, in another, I can show you later, because we visit 帆船饭店. Hard for me to pronounce. Bourgeois Arab Hotel. Bourgeois Arab. 那个帆船饭店. My students have their intern there, so really because the lobby is 25th floor, you can see, yeah. And then they before the check-in, they say, come, Sabrina, I will sneak into the room. So we really sneak into the room. Okay, so you can see, and then I had my afternoon tea there in the 25th floor, because I think it took me 9 hours fly there. Why not have like the afternoon tea? I always visit the tallest building in the city. Okay, so guess how much is my afternoon tea? In Bujara hotel. I have to pronounce it correctly. How much? 3,000? 5,000. I say, okay, 5,000. Maybe once in a lifetime. I may not go there again. Okay, 5,000. So then I have my FNT there. Oh, you really have to go there. They are really smart. They have the palm tree, right? Then they create the palm tree. In the 25th floor, you can see they create another whole universe. It's really like the map. And then when I visit my student, my colleague went with me. I said, I want to stay in the hotel in the palm tree for one night, please. We booked the palm one room there, but it costs all of our daily expense, sponsored by the MOE, both, to have one room. So we have instant noodle for dinner. I want to experience that, but we don't have extra money. And it's very cold. It's in February. It's still cold in the Middle East. So, but for me, you see, I can share with you this experience. But good for me is I never stay in President's Suite, but I visit so many of them because my university. So I went to, not this one, the other one in Dubai. You have to visit this Bujara Arab, and the other one, yeah, Atlantis. Yeah, the President. Give me 3 minutes, sorry. It's 1 floor. And you have your own, no, I'm just checking my time because I want to share, but I have to watch my time. 1 floor for the presidential, you have your own individual elevator, and then you have many rooms because they are allowed to have many wives, okay? And then when they travel, they have their own chef. See, so they have, and then ladies' bathroom, gentlemen's bathroom, what? They have the separate. And then this you face Arabic Sea, the other side is the palm tree. So you really feel royal, to be honest. And the other one is JW Marriott in Singapore. When we visit the presidential suites, the lady say, see, this is our presidential suite, very special, but for me, not special enough after I visit this one, right? Yeah, so I say, okay, yes, very good, very good. You know, what celebrity will come next week? Oh, very good. Because we shouldn't ask for the names, right? And you shouldn't reveal the guests who are coming, to be honest. But after maybe 1 minute later, she brought it again. You know, there's really one celebrity from Taiwan. I say, okay, very good, since that you have very good reputation. Then when we walk to the window, I see why this presidential suite is so special, because you can see the F1, what's that, the car race, F1, see the champion coming. So I see a room with a view. This view is how much? 我对数字有问题。20万、30万台币是 300,000 per night. Yeah, this presidential suite. But you can see that the champion come and then boom, the stars. For this, and then the comeback, $300,000. But this is that moment that I realized, oh, why this is worth the money. Okay, so the celebrity, she cannot tell, but she tell me, 周杰伦 and his wife, Kunling, will come and stay here. I said, oh, okay, good, I didn't ask you. You tell me, you insist telling me, okay? So as you can see, why the room is the value, and then why this worth, okay? And the class I taught for like 10 years, service management, okay? When I first started 10 years ago, my students cannot stand me because I taught too much theory. And then the textbook is this big, and we cannot finish half of it. Okay, so eventually I kind of give it up. And then I have some chapters from different books, and then I designed this activity. As you can see, half an hour, if I just ask you to read, and then you just tell me, you may not remember. But when you are sharing, okay, this is the design. You pair, then you discuss, and then you share. If time is not, I should invite more groups to present their discussion. Okay, and this process, as I told you, the EMI say that students can use 30% of native language is Chinese during the discuss, but teachers should not speak any Chinese. That's their regulation for so-called EMI. But I have an opinion about this EMI. The term I don't agree that it's 全英教学 because EMI is English mediated instruction. You use English as the medium, I don't know where they say 100% in English. Yeah, and I really think that the authorities can really look at the real situation. Our students are not that level. You cannot just run the number of EMI classes and then you kind of sacrifice students' learning. Because some students tell me that I cannot follow certain teachers because she or he has to teach all in English. And I said, why don't you tell the teacher? She said, no, you have to adjust yourself. I just cannot adjust myself. How can I adjust myself? I just don't understand. Okay, so there's really some problems. But in your own context, I think we kind of treat our students level C1 or BE1, B2. I think it really influenced your design of your class activities. Okay, so I think by now or in the future, when you want to talk about the service you receive, then you will cover like the hardware, the software, right? And then the explicit and implicit. Okay, so really remember your plan just now, make it come true. I always believe that there is a will, there is a way, right? Yeah, if we cannot have 10 days, we have 5 days. Because you mentioned about Thailand. I went to everything and I did the same thing. Last time I went to Thailand, last year in March, I Googled the top 10 rooftop bar. So I follow that. Yeah, I now collect 5 to 6, I remember. Not expensive. I don't drink, so I order juice, okay, or mocktail. But I enjoy the view, really, because Thailand, I think they are very good interior design. And then every building you just look at the view, the night view of Bangkok, really nice. So in that, I mean, after I collect the 5 or 6, and then I come home, I think that I'm willing to work harder. Really, to be honest, for my next travel. And then I think that's why we make money for, right? Enjoy life. Really, that's how I spend my money. Okay, and then I do think there's by lottery. Sometimes maybe you really earn the money you can spend. You can invite me. I am willing to help spending the money. My colleague, okay, sorry, it's too much rubbish. But anyway, my colleague had 台积电 400 张台积电. Then I asked him, why you come here? Please go traveling and invite me. I can help you spending money. Okay, so always make your life happy because happy wife, happy family, right? Or happy husband. So happy teacher, happy students. Okay. So that's my teaching demonstration. So think about university school education because I received the training, clear training from University of Queensland in 2018. Really changed my teaching style. Yeah, after the training, because you spend time preparing all these pictures or everything, but I can use it for many years, and then maybe each year I design a new one, a new activity, and then later I kind of very easy for me to teach. And with this concept in mind, I can change even in GE classes. Okay, when I teach English, you don't need to plan activities all the 2 hours, but at least maybe 2 hours, 1 or 2. Right? And sometimes let them talk. Yeah, instead of we talk all the time. Okay, so that's how I do this. And then you mentioned this reputation of the university, reputation of the school is also the implicit service the students get. Because for example, Uncut, they have no problems go to different 5-star hotels to get a position, and they usually have more than one position waiting for them after the graduates. Now you have the you have the chance because this school. So I say, don't always complain. Sometimes think about how the school provides you. Okay, so we help each other, right? After you graduate, you are you have a successful achievement. Then kind of you add more value to our university. Okay, so that's how I tell students. So school, we have to have building, right? And then you have to have many programs like apply English, apply Japanese, or different financial management. And then how you have all the information on your school website. And then now it's explicit service, implicit service. So any industry, education units, you can use this to describe your service. Okay, so normally we have the review a little bit, maybe 1 minute, right? And then we maybe talk lecturing, okay? But for me, I use the information gap, so you kind of get all the definition for these 5 dimensions of service management, and then pair discussion about the service package for different contexts, because in the textbook they talk about budget, so then I ask you to describe luxury, right? And then you have the summary, okay, and then you have the homework. Actually, this is the homework, school education. How do you apply these 5 elements? Okay, so that's the main demo of the EMI. And I would like to share a little bit about the ChatGPT or MERV that I use. Co-pilots, there are a lot, okay? I didn't learn that fast, to be honest. I can use ChatGPT and MERV. I learn with my students because I work with a teacher in Hong Kong Education University. So I kind of learn with my students. I know this, but I don't know really how to use it. But after that, I think that with teachers, we can learn why. Because ChatGPT, for example, check the grammatical mistakes. The students can really check there. So I will show you how I ask my students to do for the recent 2 semesters. Okay? Because you don't have time to correct their their presentation or their speech, but you can ask ChatGPT to do it for you. Okay, so before that, we have the 2 minutes recorded speech they have to submit, so we know their level of English. And they say, students say they know ChatGPT and have used it before, okay? But none of them have heard of ChatGPT extension and MERV before. This is next school year, okay? I conduct this study. So now, for example, if you start, maybe students, all of them know this already. Okay. Okay. So there's 31 students from my conversation class. Okay. We have 4 corpus and AI-aided speaking training. The corpus is built up by the co-author. Okay. And then we have the training section. And the week 1 we start some IELTS, because students have the benchmark. They have to pass like, I don't remember how many, like 6.5 in order to have their internship in our sister university, okay? So, and then how to keep appropriate comments. I think most of students say, I'm not happy with ChatGPT because they don't give me the answers I want. But it's because you don't give them appropriate comments, okay? So, I asked my students to check 3 aspects. The first one is grammatical mistakes. So, we give this comment, can you help me to correct the grammar mistakes for my following speech? And this one is the key point. Please list the original sentence and the revised. Okay? So, in this case, you know what's the incorrect grammar that you are using. If you just give ask the ChatGPT to give me correct answer, then you didn't learn, okay? You just get the correct answer. So this is the original. I will give you computer, then you can practice a little bit later. Okay, we have this, right? Oh, sorry. Students key in this original, then they come up with this revised, okay? And sometimes I remind them, ChatGPT sometimes are not 100% correct. You can try, it's very interesting because for example, I'm doing ChatGPT survey, usage experience survey, and I give this to ChatGPT. Please give me the survey on experiences of using ChatGPT and give me related studies. Wow, a lot. Then he's cheating. Some applications are not there. They can create something you want. I haven't tried. Please give me publication in 2025. Maybe they give me. You see my point? So they are quick. Maybe 70% true, but really maybe 20%, especially the publications. Be very, very careful about this. Okay? So again, I say you get the feedback, but you have to like double check. But this is very difficult for low proficiency students. How can they double check? They really didn't know how to use correct English. But anyway, here you see they give this revised. I ask students to highlight this. Okay, so this is the first comment. And then lexical inappropriate features. Maybe your collocation are not good. Okay, idiomatic expressions, word choice. Okay, again, so we give them here. When flying to other countries, you also need to adapt to the local weather and the dietary habits. We understand that because we are Chinese speaker. 饮食习惯, dietary habits, right? We will write this, but they say climate and the food preferences. So you see, it's like more appropriate usage. We cannot say our students is wrong. At least you can describe what you want to say, right? But maybe they provide with something that, because there's the big data, ChatGPT is the big data. Native speaker, maybe they use climate and food preferences. So students can learn more appropriate use, okay? So the other one is like this, so they will highlight this, okay? And then the third comment is like, oh, this is example, okay. Let's go positive features. So can you help me to write the following speech by using 5 paraphrases? I need it myself. You see, in our writing, we use some words we are so used to, so kind of repeats all the time. But ask them, okay, here, see? Undoubtedly, for example, without a doubt, undeniably, certainly, unquestionably. You see my point? It's not plagiarism. We just ask them to help us to make our writing more attractive, okay, not boring. So it's also this one. In terms of my envisioned career, when contemplating my ideal occupation, okay, into my dream job, when it comes to my desired profession, you see at the beginning they can say in relation to my dream job, and the conclusion when it comes to my blah blah. So you see my point, you make your writing and you learn from this process. Oh, I can use so different ways to express the same idea. Okay, so you see, I have 3 comments, right? And then they have to not this one. I didn't have this. Okay, also I just tell you how I asked them. The final project, grammatical mistakes, you have to highlight in red. I mean, when you turn it to me, like this, right? Okay, and this, if you make it blue, for example, this part is blue, okay, and then this is green, okay. So when you hand in your homework to me, you have to give me the original one, okay, and then how the feedback from ChatGPT, the grammar one, so red, blue, green, and then your final revision will be colorful. Okay, I check grammar here. I choose to use their collocation, so it's like green, and then the idiomatic. So they will have the colorful homework to me. So the process they are learning. But you know, students are really smart. When I check their homework, there's one student not colorful at all. So, wow, this student, when I check the name, he's not this good according to my previous teaching experience with him. Then why? Because he come up with the original with ChatGPT. So of course there's no grammatical mistakes. You see my point? Yeah, the ChatGPT cannot help him much because he come up with itself. Okay, so students really smart. So I think that how can I? So I just kind of remind them, please don't give the first one from ChatGPT. So the same happened to the training with the Nanzi Qiaotou, the area, because the teacher, I say, okay, you have problem coming up with an English teaching lesson plan. So I say you can ask them to help you, but please give them your original idea, your learning objectives. Then they really can come up with very good. You can try. Amazing, you know. I don't write lesson plan that good. Yeah, but you give it the ChatGPT your learning objective, students' language level, maybe the teaching hours. Okay, so they really come. I think this really help us. We don't spend too much time on the lesson plan, but how we execute this lesson plan in class. Okay, so I asked them to let ChatGPT help them with this. I say you have to have the English one, then they come up, but they still use the Chinese and then ask them to translate to English. But this process, still, the English is correct already. So they never learn the English part, you know what I mean? The whole design to help the teachers to improve their English as well. Okay, so it really depends on your teaching context. So that's how I ask my student to give me the homework. And because I ask them to do the presentation, they have to memorize. And in the past, I don't have that much time. When I have TA, I will ask TA to check their grammar so that you won't memorize incorrect English, right? So now you have students have personalized coach. See, if I give you all of you back the computer, you work on your own and you come up with the correct English, and it really works. Okay, but not that kind of too smart students. In the short term, they don't spend time, but in the long run, they don't really learn as those who work really. Okay, let me, because I think I finished mirth. The mirth. Oh, and the extension. I can give you later the extension. Now ChatGPT can also have extension, so you can have conversation with them. Okay, do you know this one? How to do this? Maybe I'm not sure I remember or not. Chrome, where can I get it? Chrome here, right? And then, or this is Chrome already. Okay, I give you Chrome. There's somewhere you can add the Chrome. 怎么去那个 Chrome 那个？这里好，我找到了。你看，我突然讲中文。I have very good assistant, so sometimes I don't learn. You come here, 扩充。And 前往这个 Chrome, and then here you 这里 anyway from here you can tie in ChatGPT extension voice, then add to your Chrome. Then when you use ChatGPT, they can speak, okay, and they never feel tired. Okay, so you can just type and then they speak every response. Then you sometimes just have to close the microphone. And the other thing is they are too talkative. So always sometimes give comment like please give me feedback in 100 words. Otherwise they can give you 500 words, 1,000 words, blah, 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 blah. Too much sometimes. Okay, so this is the so-called extension 扩充. Okay, I will send the link to Linda so you can learn it. Okay, so because I have only 10 minutes, let me share this mirth. What is good about this one is that you can have different, you see, different language, different nationality, different age. Let's check this.
Introducing Perfect Meal, a special formula for your
You see this, right? Very
real chicken.
Young lady and then very...
For a complete adult diet for your cat.
Okay, I'll try this, Charles.
Thank you for enrolling. This e-learning system presents you with course presentations that include videos, audio, graphics, and reading. Short quizzes let you gauge your progress.
3 wires.
One, yes, also young. I want to find it.
System. Imagine a 5-speaker
Okay,
surround.
so you can see, you can choose from different accents.
Center or rear
Oh.
speakers, and without
Here.
all those extra wires.
Hi and welcome to Online Center.
See, British accent. So you can help your students experience this. Okay, from speaker from different country or different age and male, female, right? Yeah. Okay, and then let me go back to my. Where is my project? Okay, here, and then from this you can upload your script. If you upload the script, they will generate the voice for you. Okay, and if you know how to use Canvas, they can have the subtitle for you and then have the voice. Okay, so I think this is really good. And another one is here. You can even upload audio. then they will come up with the scripts here. Because this is a principal from the elementary school. He have the opening remarks for their sports events. Then I upload this, then they become a native speaker. Yeah, so for anyone who is not that confident with their speaking, they can do this, and then they can follow this, learn from this. Okay, so I think if you are going to do some material, something for your students, or just let them experience the real world. There's so many accents. Our students are so afraid of Indian accents, I remember, in the hotel, yeah, especially in the call center. So I don't understand, yeah, the accent, okay? So you can practice. I think practice will help you to improve a little bit. Okay, so I'm sorry I don't have time for you to kind of use your computer. But let me just, here is my students' homework. We use Nerve and ask them to check their pose. Okay, so different functions here. The lesson plan, I don't have time to show you. Okay, lesson plan. Okay, so I will also give, we have a clear lesson plan, okay? In that lesson plan, you will think about the vocabulary you are going to use, the culture you are going to share. Do I still have time? No, it's too late already, right? I think that's pretty much the, so if I have time, I will show you the lesson plan. But I hope you can think about your current teaching practice, and then how do you think the EMI or clear approach I shared today may help you a little bit add value to your teaching, and how can you apply this EMI to your course? You can think about the questions, and no questions is also good. This is the lesson plan. Okay, so we use this to help teachers because they say their English is not good. So we have like blank filling. Actually, lesson plan is also like the format is the same. It's the contents, right? So you think about the end and how you are going to evaluate your students. Then Clio can foresee, right, the contents you are going to teach, the cognition. Remember the verbs that we can use, and then the cultures you would like to share. Okay? In the end, we hope they can communicate. Okay, so this is the lesson plan we kind of design, so teachers can start their clear approach. And if you are using EMI, this kind of format, that's all good. Think about the learning objectives. Okay, and then the time you have, what activity, a lot of activity. I learned a lot from the UQ because I never thought of those activities can be used. Okay, so sometimes you have you can learn different lesson plans from your colleagues. Okay, I think that's pretty much my presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, professors. Once a great speech. Would everyone like to ask her some questions? The speech inspired us a lot. Okay, we learned many useful and practical skills, and then we can use them in your courses. Would everyone like to give the questions to Professor Wang? No? I have one. Okay. From your speech, you used many activities in university level. Do you encounter some problems from students when they engage in the activity you design? They maybe feel frustrated, especially they have low motivation and their English proficiency is not very good enough. to have a lack of the course, but they have to.
As I mentioned, I never asked for 100%. Yeah, so I allow them to discuss in Chinese. As you can see, I teach service management. Some concepts are so complicated. I can spend 1 minute in Chinese, then I have to spend 10 minutes in English. They still don't understand. So why shouldn't I use Chinese, right? I can use Chinese, let them understand this concept, and then I can go further than or explain it later in English. So that's how my answer to your. I think we start. We encourage teachers to start. Then maybe from 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes of your class, right? I think eventually they have to learn the context. That's the priority. And then we can add values like they learn English at the same time, right? It cannot be the other way around. You want them to use 100% English, then they are so confused when they leave your class. They didn't learn it. So my suggestion is that your school, who fits what, who your students, so that's their language proficiency. It's very important. And also sometimes that's their interaction, your relationship with your students. You know what I mean? Some students are so close to me, no matter what I do, they love me. Really. Some students just don't know, I don't know why they hate you. It can happen. I do respect that. So sometimes it's really hard. One module or one teaching lesson plan cannot apply to all. I sometimes adjust to different classes, language proficiency, attitudes. But I think I have the ability to let students willing to go through the activity with me. So you may need to spend some time to build up a good relationship with them and let them understand why I make all the efforts to prepare this for you. You know what I mean? 情呢，他们现在常讲什么？有一个英文的Yeah, I don't understand why TUA. Yeah. Yeah, but sometimes you have to do so. Because I really spend so much time, you know, I find the pictures, I design the activities, I got shoulders doing this. I say something like this in class to make them understand that I really spend time for your own benefits. See, so most of the time the students are willing to talk to me, or even though, they say my problem, they say, Sabrina, you have one problem, you know. Whenever you assign us to do activity, you keep talking, very noisy. I say, oh, okay. No, that's my problem. Really, I should give you 3 minutes. Then I give you 3 minutes. Then I'm always think ahead. So maybe one minute I start saying, oh, okay, so later, please give me complete 3 minutes. Yeah. So I mean, you have good relationship with your student. You give the real feedback, and then that's good for both of you. Yeah, I think you're willing to start. It's better you have a team. You have some friends in the campus. They are willing. For example, the publication I recently do this with my dean, the current dean of my university. He's also doing CLEAR or EMI. Yeah, so we kind of discuss our ideas, and then we do the training at the same time, because I don't think I can do it individually. So with more people, with more ideas, and then you will get more support. Yeah, and then again, some teachers say their English is not good, so maybe you have native speakers, or some students are really good at technology. So you have like your small team. Yeah, and then I share with many young scholars that you can do everything you do in the class into a research paper. Every semester before my class start, I will think about, okay, what can if I apply new teaching approach, I will design something. Then, so you see, I do training for the elementary teachers, right? So I got 2 publications. I teach service management. I think I published 3 papers, SSCI 1. So I do all the things at the same time. I got promoted when I do admin jobs. See, 就是我有讲中文 sorry. Just make good use of everything. Yeah, you work hard, then you have something. You feel like reward, then you are willing to do more. Yes, so that's my suggestion. When you do something, a small like questionnaire or small interview, and then try to paper, yeah, then you will feel that everything you do is for student and for yourself.
Okay, thank you for Professor Wang's answers. Okay, so due to time limitations, okay, one more asking. Would everyone like to ask the Professor Wang's questions? Okay, if you don't, and then we have to say thank you to Professor Wang. Okay. And then we have a survey.